hello. Hopefully we'll get some people in the live. We have Barry. Barry, could you let me know if the sound's okay, please, mate? It's a bit echoey in here today. Food Hub's just texted me as well. Evening, Marcus. How are you? Sounds great, mate. Thank you very much, Barry. Appreciate that, mate. Can't wait to see my mention. Well, you never know. Just going to wait for hopefully a few more people to pop into the room. But Barry, how have you been? Are you good? How is everything? And Marcus, how's business, mate? I hope everything's doing okay for you. I've been on a bit of a buy-in ban at the moment. I'm quite proud of myself because I promised myself I wouldn't buy anything for the whole of September, which I haven't done, and we're now into October, and I've decided to get towards the end of October before I buy anything. I've got my eye on a couple of bits, but I'll hit you up if I need anything. Hi Paloma, thanks for joining. All good, mate. Night shift tonight. I actually got to go in. Oh no, that means people are going to be keeping an eye on you. No watching all these YouTube lives. Dear oh dear. Not bad, Tony. A bit quiet, but hopefully it's calm before Christmas storm. Fingers crossed, Marcus. I think a lot of people have been a little bit like me. I've been a bit overwhelmed and sampling so much at the moment, so it's a bit difficult to buy something and then enjoy it when I'm sampling so much from different people, trying to get to grips with different things, a few reviews to do. So it's been a bit difficult to buy something and enjoy it. So I've become a bit overwhelmed with everything I have. So I'm going to be buying again soon, but I just took a little bit of a break from it to try and enjoy what I have. I've got some lovely fragrances and I've just not been enjoying them because you're always moving on to the next thing. So I was just becoming a little bit overwhelmed. It wasn't all about the money, although that has helped massively. I can afford to buy a fragrance if I want one, but I've just decided, you know what, let's give it a little bit of a break and catch up a bit and try and enjoy what I have. And I have done. It's made a big difference, and I'm going to keep, because I have enjoyed that through September. I'm going to be carrying on with that into October. No, I mean, I haven't bought any of them, David, but who knows? I may have received some samples. I may be testing those, and I may be bringing you my thoughts soon. Anyway. Yes, you probably do, Barry, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for joining, David. Anyway, appreciate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get into the title. I decided to do this. I wanted to bring you a bit more, I don't know, a bit more, I wanted the visuals to be a bit better. And I wanted to put some stuff on the screen for you to see, but in testing, it hasn't worked too well. So I've got a little bit more to learn, and I'm going to be bringing you a series of these little lives where I come on, have a chat, and some of the ideas I've had, for example, so this one is 5 channels that have influenced me, and I will give you a clue. They are all UK channels. And then I'm going to go on to say maybe along the lines of 5 American channels that I watch, or 5 smaller channels that I watch, or 5 of the biggest channels I watch. So I want to make this like a mini series of different reviewers and maybe bring you the top 5 videos that I've watched this week, or my top 5 videos of all time. So I want to make it very much fragrance reviewer related, but that's my idea. This is the first in the series, so I'm not going to be bringing you any visuals in this one, but as time goes on, I'm going to try and improve what you see on the screen with these lives. I've got to learn a bit of the software, learn a bit about OBS, maybe take out the full StreamYard package and see what I can do with that. So that is my plan. Hi Heather, thanks for joining. So what we'll do, because I want people to be able to watch this back, the live isn't going to be too long, because if I make it an hour or over, people just won't watch it back. So I'm not going to give a time on it, because inevitably when I'm talking to you guys, that does go over. But I just wanted to come live before Nigel's live later. Chris has got Fragmental, he's got a premiere on his channel too of the new Natamato, so I'll be there for that. So I didn't want it to interrupt, but I thought, you know what, an early evening when people maybe have just got home from work before dinner, I might be able to get a few of you on. So hi Flavius, thanks for joining, mate. I hope business is good for you and you're doing okay. The new bottle, the limited edition one that Russell's getting, looks brilliant. So anyway, let's crack into what the people that have influenced me. And it's not necessarily along my journey. It is people that have influenced me, a lot of it before I started, and gave me some confidence to be able to do what I'm doing now. But there is one of them especially that has been ongoing. No worries, Barry, when you have to leave, mate, that's fine. Hi Kit Kat, how are you? Thanks for joining. So, number 5, some of the people aren't going to know who these people, or certainly who this person is. He is more prolific on Instagram now, but I used to really, really enjoy his reviews. And sorry about that. I felt that I need to add him in because I watched a lot of his stuff earlier on. And the reason for that was because, hi Luke, thanks for joining me, mate. The reason for that was because he did a lot of perfume parlour, and I was very interested in trying lots of new things from perfume parlour. So I watched his reviews to get an idea of what the perfume parlour stuff was like. So he was a big influence in me watching this. So I don't know if anyone can guess. Hi Elaine, hi James, thanks for joining. You're just in time. I haven't started yet, but I'm just talking about number 5. And number 5 is Sentimental. Bilal. Absolutely lovely, friendly guy. Always commented on, always responded to comments. He was very knowledgeable. If you've seen his collection now on Instagram, he's moved on. 100% moved on. He must have one of the best collections of vape like that anyone has. Even someone that Barry must be jealous of, because I would love to go and have a rummage through what he's got. The reason I put him on the list was because of the perfume parlour stuff. I would love him to come back to his channel and talk about the fragrances he now has. But the perfume parlour stuff especially, I've bought stuff based on his recommendations. And looking at what he owns now, we have got a similar taste. So I would love to see him back on YouTube. I think he was brilliant. I think he could slot straight back in and do well. So my number 5 fragrance reviewer that's influenced me is Sentimental UK. So I'll be linking after this video's ended. I didn't want to put them in before because you'll just see who they are. But I'll be linking all the channels in the description below. So number 5 on my list of people that have influenced me is Bilal from Sentimental UK. Hi Scott, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. Did anyone else watch anything from Sentimental UK? I'm just curious to know, because he hasn't been reviewing now, I'm guessing nearly, must be a year. But I didn't know if anyone else had seen these stuff. I know Barry has. But has anyone else watched anything from Sentimental? And what's your drink? What are you drinking this evening? I'm on it early today because I got home early from work. Tony is a weirdo. Great. Thanks a lot for that. Hi, Javier. Nice to see you. Hello, Bex, my loving and adoring wife that likes to troll me in the comments. And now she's going to come away and steal all my thunder, and she's going to basically troll me throughout my life and take away all the attention from me. She's just been doing her workout, so she must have finished. So I thought I'd use this time and say hello. Phoebe's upstairs. She's knackered from school, so she's relaxing. Right, shall we move on? Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is an unbelievable guy. He has been probably one of the most encouraging of my channel when I started on my Instagram page. He has been a cracking guy. He's full of knowledge. Seriously good at hunting out a cheapy gem. That might be a clue. I'm just going to give it away. The next clue is that he has a live tonight. Hi, Neil. So the person that I'm talking about is Nigel over at 2 cents worth. See you later. Nigel he's just literally been there for me since the beginning. He's been kind, he's been caring, he's been supportive. He's there if I've had any questions. He's never really looked down at me. He's given me confidence. He says nice things about everybody in the community. He's just been fantastically supportive to me. And I love his lives. His lives, I will go as far as to say they are the best in the fragrance world. I think everybody looks forward to a Friday night every 2 weeks when he's on, and he is on tonight. I really look forward to them. By then I've been fed and watered. I've got maybe a whiskey in my hand, but he is superb. Hi Matt, thanks for joining, but Nige is the man. He's my number 4 choice. He's consistent with his videos. He's happy. He doesn't just support me, he supports the fragrance community as a whole. He's always there if people need a word with him. He's like my big brother. I can rely on him. He's very reliable. I just think he's cracking. So sorry to get all mushy through this, but there are some great people on this, and I just think that he is one of the most supportive. Now, it is very hard. There is sort of an order to this, and that is difficult because there's going to be people left out. There's going to be people that think they maybe should be in there. But bear in mind, I will just repeat what I said at the start of the video, that there's going to be a series of these lives. And like I said, there may be, for example, 5 new channels that I watch. It might be 5 of the biggest channels I watch. It might be 5 of the best videos that I've seen. It might be the 5 best videos I've seen this week. It might be 5 new up-and-coming fragrance reviewers that I like to watch. So there will be a series of different things, and there will be lots of different people featured. So once a week, if I can, I'll try and get on live and talk to you about my new list and improve, hopefully, the visuals on the lives as I go along. So let's move on. So number 4 was Nigel from 2 cents worth. So let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is again someone that's been there since the start of my journey. He's been instrumental in me watching him very early on and giving me some confidence to get going. He's got a great, hey Nigel, just in time. hey, so he's also got a great sense of humour. He uses humour in his videos. I love that he's a bit of a basic bitch, which he is. So hopefully that gives it away. Word to your mother. So number 3 of my, yes, ass kissing. Number 3 is Steve from Frags to Riches. So I think Steve's humour is fantastic. I look forward to the start of every video because you don't know what he's going to come up with. He can be quite out there and quite daring with what he says. I think even in one video, he had a butt plug, I think, at the start of it. Dirty boy. He makes me laugh though, he really does. He's been so supportive to me. He's there in the background. I talk to him a fair bit. We talk on Instagram, so we do message each other about things that are going on in the community. We collaborated, which I think that meant an awful lot to me in the start of my journey. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but Steve lives about 15-20 minutes from where I live. We've only met the once when we did our collaboration videos, but we got on instantly. And very easy to work with, very relaxed, easygoing guy. So my number 3 choice is Steve because he offered to do that for me, and that was amazing. So I've watched his content from the start of my journey. He's been very supportive to me. We talk. He helped my channel grow by collaborating with me and getting my name out there a bit. He's been supportive on my videos. He comments on my videos. He takes the mick out of me when I need to have the mickey taken out of me. So it's not just Becca. So that is my number 3 of my ass kissing, Steve from Frags to Riches. So thank you, Steve. So we're cracking through these, aren't we? On to number 2. Now, number 2 has been a little bit more recent. Number 2 has been someone that has really helped me in a way that they wouldn't know. And that is through the interaction that I have with people, and now quite a large group of people. And I've got to openly admit, I've only watched a few of her videos before this happened. So watched a few of the videos, very different taste obviously to me. I was trying to find things that are a bit of masculine. I didn't really get the masculine and feminine thing at the time. And what changed was I went into the chat a few times on her lives, and her lives are superb. And what I loved about her lives, not only how warm and friendly Claire came across, just giving the name away, but how lovely the people are that are in her chat every time as well. Not just in one live, you get a very similar crowd in Claire's lives. And those people have been very influential to how I am with everybody else. And Claire has been massively influential, without her even knowing, in me getting the confidence to do a live myself. And I didn't mean this, but Claire has been responsible really for people hopping over to my channel and watching my lives. So a lot of you that are in the chat, I'll give you an example here. Heather is definitely one of them. I think Heather followed me after Claire gave me a spanner and I silenced John and kicked him out of the chat immediately. So Claire definitely brought us together, and that's now someone that's now in my life. So there is proof. And there has been other people as well. Not everyone's in the chat now, but there's people that have come along. I think me and Scott have got closer as a result of being in the similar lives. It's brought me, I mean, I knew Scott was out there, but I didn't know him as a good guy, a really good guy. But since talking in the chats and now getting together and talking with Scott, we've got a relationship. There's lots of other people. Kit Kat has been in the chat as a result of Claire. There's just so many people to mention all the names. But it's incredible the people that you... Hi, Chris, thanks for joining. It's incredible how many people that you get to know through going on other channels. So, yes, thank you to Claire for just bringing so many people together as a result of her lives, which I just love going in the chat and hopping in there. And you know what, sometimes I'm not even listening to Claire, I'm talking amongst the chat and causing trouble, but just incredible. I love her lives. And I think Nigel has seen these lives as well, and that encouraged him to get on. And the people that are in, especially the UK people, and there's a lot of Americans, they jump into the different lives, so they all support the same people, which I just love. So without her really knowing, Claire is my number 2 choice of people that have influenced me, and that is mainly through the community. Good to chat with you yesterday on this one. Hi, thanks, Neil. So do appreciate everyone that joins the lives, and I just think you're all adorable. So I know I'm being mushy. I am like that, so apologies. I'm a bit sickly sometimes. Right, on to my number 1 choice. This should be fairly obvious because I'm a bit of a fanboy, and I'm going to just talk about this as a whole. You may all know, you will know who it is, I'm sure, but it's the person, let's say, that's influenced me the most because of the style of channel he has, because of the type of gentleman he is, because of the quality of video he puts out every time, because of the way he talks and interacts with the community, because of the way he supports my channel now. And he's just been, I just look up to his style, also like his ethos. So I've tried to adopt that myself, and it may come across as me copying a lot of his stuff, but I only do that because I really look up to him. I'm going to put you all that imagery, you probably know who it is, and it's not Jezza, it's actually Chris from Fragmental. Now, Chris comes into my lives, I've collaborated with him now, he's tagged me in a video, I've been mentioned God knows how many times on the St. Gigs. I think I've been vetoed now, which is fine. So I've been mentioned as much as the Chronic, I believe. So yeah, definitely need to be vetoed from there. But Chris is just literally, I've spoken to Chris, we've had some laughs, we've had some awkward moments because of certain discussions, but it genuinely is. Certainly, I can only tell you from my experience, and I am kissing ass. He's been very supportive. Now, I'm going to be I'm going to add some balance here, so I hope Chris doesn't mind me saying this. But at the beginning of my journey, I didn't really get any recognition from Chris. he hadn't followed me on Instagram, hadn't followed me on YouTube, and as one of the top fragrance reviewers, it's sort of a benchmark that can I get some sort of feedback from this person. I never hounded him, I commented on his videos, but I just left him alone. And as time went on and my channel started to grow a bit, and I think he could probably notice the work that I was putting in, Chris then followed me on both platforms. And ever since, he's been so supportive. Now, Chris, in a way, did explain this. He explained that if he followed everybody from the very start, he would have too many people to interact with, number one. Number two, he likes to support the people that are putting that work in, that are going to stay in the community and add something to the community. So now the channel started to grow a bit, and my Instagram was growing, and I've immersed myself in really trying to interact with the community as best I can. I think that caught maybe Chris's eye, and he supports me. So I can't thank him enough for that. So I know I'm kissing ass, but he is my number one choice just purely because of me looking up to him and where he's gone to with his channel. I'd like to try and adopt a lot of the ethics that he has. Now, one of the ethics is negative reviews. I love his ethos with that. When he's giving me advice of how to deal with companies, and I like his ethos. He seems to get, so let's say a company approaches you to review their product. Now, I haven't had as much of that as Chris has, but Chris will usually ask, rather than getting as many free bottles as he can, I'm sure his collection is big enough, he will ask for maybe a sample set. And then from that sample set, if there's one that he likes, he will then say, well, look, I'll tell you what, I will review your sample set, and if I like one, I'll review it and maybe send me the bottle for that one I like. And that means that the channel isn't sending the full bottle, the company, sorry, aren't sending the full bottles out, they're just sending him something that he likes, that he can show the presentation to people on the screen and do a positive review. And anything he doesn't like, he will feed back to that company. So I think that's a really nice way of, a professional way of handling companies. So I find, so obviously part of his trade is professional. I find him, to me, certainly to be very, very kind, very supportive, warm and friendly to me. Now, I keep saying to me, it doesn't mean he's not to everybody, but that's been my experience of dealing with Chris. So you may all think that this is kissing butt, but I would say all of these people have become friends of mine, and not in any order of friendship, but they've all become lovely friends. But I feel a little bit honoured because Chris has become my friend, and Chris was the first person that I watched on YouTube. Now, I'm going to see if I can make this work. If it doesn't work, I'll just come straight back. If there's any feedback. So this is the very, very first watch of Chris's. And the reason for this, I found this video because I bought a few fragrances from Next. And then I found out that they are interpretations of more expensive fragrances. And I didn't even know that happened. So I think I Googled high street fragrances, something along those lines, and up popped a video. I'm going to see if I can make this work for you. Hope Chris doesn't mind me showing this, because this is maybe just over a year ago. So here we go. Let me just see if I can make this work. There might be a bit of feedback, which I apologise for. I'll be quiet in a moment. So here we go. I'm just going to get this on. This will probably go horribly wrong, but let's give it a go. Here we go. So, apologies, I knew it wouldn't work properly. When you're doing the screen sharing, for whatever reason, I can't get it to align properly with what I'm doing, so I apologise for that. But that was the first video I watched of Chris's, which was really, it sort of influenced me because he went out and bought a load of different high street fragrances, and one of the ones he picked up was from Primark, and it was called Noir, which was an interpretation of Tom Ford Black Orchid. But at the time, I had no clue what that even was either. And I thought, well, I think I recognise that bottle. And I went up and looked in my little collection, and there it was. There was my same bottle as Chris had, him talking about it on the screen. I thought, I've got that. And I still have it now, still enjoy it. So yes, Becca, I am fanboying. So I am a geek as well. So that has been my top 5. So let me just go over them with you again in order as to what I did. So number 5 was Sentimental UK, and that was because of his perfume parlour videos that I watched earlier on. And I've spoken with Bilal a couple of times on Instagram. We follow each other, and he has the most amazing collection. He must spend a fortune on fragrances. Number 4 was Nigel from 2 Cents Worth, and that I've told everybody how amazing his lives are. Number 3 was Steve from Frags to Riches, again for the support he's shown my channel and for being there for me and for collaborating with me. Number 2 is Claire. I've got to know Claire more as time's gone on, and we've got, I think, a similar stupid, smutty sense of humour. So me, Bex and Claire get on very well as a result of that. I know exactly what level that she's on when she tries to put an innuendo in her lives. I'm there immediately there with that. She's very funny, always trying to find a bit of smut on her channel, whether some people realise it or not. I know it's there. Always an innuendo, which I love. And I also picked her because of the amazing group of people I now talk to as a result of it. So, yes, Claire, yes, you. And I know, and you know the thing is, well, she would never take offence to me saying that, I don't think. I think she'd just laugh. And then number 1 was obviously Chris from Fragmental, and that was because of the quality of videos. Now, I've seen Chris's channel really develop as well, and one of the things that you're going to see in tonight's premiere will be his vlog style, which we've just become to love. And I look forward to a Friday evening now when they go live and we talk in the chat, because I know the work that he must put in to get that level of quality. I can't pretend to be anywhere like that, but he's definitely influencing me. Some might say copying. I'm nowhere near that level, but I can put my own spin and take little bits from what other people do to try and make my channel better. So that is Chris from Fragmental. So look, listen, they've been my top 5 fragrance reviewers that have influenced me. Sorry to repeat myself, but I will be doing a series of different videos of top 5s as lives, and those top 5s will be things like the top 5 new channels I watched, the top 5 videos that I've seen this week, the top 5 big channels that I still enjoy, the top 5 Instagrammers that I enjoy talking to, the top 5 fragrances that Jeremy recommended. That is a joke, by the way. The top 5, my top 5 favourite cat videos. I won't be doing that either. My top 5, you get the message. I'm going to be going on, and it will be, yeah, you were there, Dan, you were number 6, just to let you know. Number 6. So I will be doing more videos, going to try and do one a week of top 5 things that are related in the fragrance community. I thought, if Tony can do it, so can I. But no, I am really enjoying my journey at the moment. I thoroughly enjoy talking to everybody. And just going to have a little 5-minute chat with you about that. Now, cheers everyone. Yeah, top 5 things that happened to me in lockdown. The thing I wanted to just sort of mention is that the people that I talk to and the journey that I've made is, that would be top 50, Becca. Top 50. The thing I like the most is that the people have become almost more important than the fragrances, which is really bizarre because people are going to come onto the channel to watch fragrance reviews and talk about fragrances. But the interaction and the people that I'm meeting along the way have almost overtaken that and become more important. So hi Nick, thanks for joining, mate. And people that are here and hear me talking about this know exactly what I mean. They really do. I reach out to people on a daily basis and talk to new people and try and have a laugh, keep it light-hearted, try not to take it too seriously, try and keep grounded, try and hopefully put things on my channel that people want to see. So, but the people and the social element of it, and I don't mean social as in meeting people, which I'm sure I will meet more people as time goes on, but it's the interaction. Now, some of the guys that I've met now are just like, literally, I feel like I know them more than I know some of my friends. And even the girls, everyone is just so respectful of each other. And I find it really addictive talking to these people on a daily basis. And I feel guilty actually, because I feel that I could be better with my one-on-one attention with people. But it's difficult to find the time. It really is so difficult to reach out to everybody on a daily basis and just say hi. So apologies for that, but I can't talk to everybody every day. That doesn't mean I love you any less. Caboose, you were number 7. Number 7 it was. But no, I hope everyone's good. Throughout mine and Becca's lives as well, we're getting to meet people and interview people on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And we've got to make some real good connections now. The people that we interview, sometimes we get surprised that how lovely they are. Sometimes we already know, obviously, and that sometimes makes it a little bit more comfortable. But it's almost like networking. You're getting to know a group of people that you know you're going to talk to, but it's fantastic. It takes over life. Claire, it does take over life. And I am so, so lucky to have Bex involved in this with me, because if I didn't, can you imagine the time I would be taken away from her and the attention and giving it to you? We don't get to spend loads of time talking on our own, but it's nice that we can both be involved in it, and that I am very, very thankful, because I know that not everyone's got that. And it's like, for example, Nigel's live. I know that she'll be in the chat tonight until she falls asleep, which makes me die. She gets up very early, so she'll get to about 10, 11 o'clock, and then she'll be like a robot powering down. And then she's gone. So it's not because she doesn't love you, Nigel, it's because she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But no, I've enjoyed this. I enjoy waffling, as you all know. His phone is glued to his face. I don't agree with his statement. He's lying. So mean. She knows I love her dearly. But no, thank you. I do need to get better at my phone. I do agree. But thanks you to everybody. I'm going to head off. Don't forget to join Chris's premiere. He will be going premiere soon. And then we are going to then be joining Nigel's live later. Going to scrub to hear your top 5 neighbourhoods. There's going to be lots of top 5 videos, and it will be top 5 female fragrances I like watching. There is so many ideas that I've got for this, so I'm going to carry on once a week, somewhere between half an hour and an hour, as close to the half-hour mark as I can get it. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining my live, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I hope that you have a great Friday night. Have a drink, enjoy, and I will catch you all later. Thanks, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Good night.